So, welcome to pickups for June 2023. Pretty good month. I actually took a week off to do a garage sale here. I didn't really sell as much as I was hoping to. The rest of it that was left over kind of went to Salvation Army as a donation, mostly just like old clothes, some knickknack stuff, a couple puzzles, board games, and the like. Matt hung around and sold some games. And then my friend Laura, who made buku bucks off of her stuff. I mean, she had like glasses and all kinds of sewing kit stuff. That all flew right out the door. She actually made the most out of all of us, which is kind of funny. Then, of course, my big item for June arrived, which that will be a separate video I am currently working on. It's going to take me a little time. I have the B-roll finished. I basically just need to do some voiceover work. I kind of want to put some more production work into it, a lot more than what I do for these quick shoots where I kind of show the pickups for the month and move on and upload it within a couple hours. So that would be a big one. Look forward to that one, please, because I'm really excited and really proud of it. I'm still kind of customizing it, making it my own. Matt's been a big help in helping me with that when I was home. Um, and then, of course, last weekend at the end of June was Mo Game Con in St. Louis. Matt and I took a trip down, spent the kind of the weekend down there. We got to hang out with Captain Algebra, Tom and Lacey from Do You Nerd, 8-Bit Glitch, Peter Bateman was there, and got to kind of chill out the Airbnb like we do every year. Chris Pico was there as well. Got to hang out with there. A lot of guitar playing, a lot of beer drinking, just hanging out, relaxing. Played some games on Nintendo. Uh, listened to Captain play on the guitar. That was an experience, I'll tell you that. Then spent the day hanging out mostly with Adam, just because it was so freaking crowded. I didn't even take any video of it. It was just packed. They were at a different venue this year. It was not good. So I stayed out of it mostly. It was also really hot that day, and there was a really bad storm that hit at the end of it. Adam Korlick was hanging around. I kind of was the store brand. Adam Korlick stood in for him when he needed to step away from the table just to watch the Sega Pluto for a little while, and then had dinner with him and the what we've dubbed the Pizza Gang, which consists of a bunch of people from Wisconsin and the Chicago area, where we just try out various local pizza joints. This time we checked out Emo's, and I was strangely the only one who did not care for the cheese. It's like a Provel cheese, a mix of three different ones. I didn't care for it overall. The pizza was good though. Don't get me wrong. I would recommend people stop in there if you're ever in the area. That's pretty good. And then for breakfast, Matt and I happened to run into Adam, John Riggs, and John Hancock, and John Riggs' wife in the lobby of the hotel. So we got invited to breakfast with them. Had hit a nice little diner. Got to kind of chat a little bit. Pretty relaxing breakfast, and then we kind of went our separate ways. It's kind of funny. Matt and I were talking on the way home how we somehow get to mingle with some of these big YouTubers, and him and I are nowhere near any of their subscribers or any of that sort. But very down to earth people. It's kind of nice. I did pick up a game from Riggs during the convention, which I'll show here in a minute or two. But yeah, it's kind of cool. It's just also kind of surreal because Matt and I, the first time we hung out with some big YouTubers was when we were still working for Arcade Impossible, and we flew out to Portland for Portland Retro, and got to sit at the table with big ones at that time, which was like Metal Jesus, Reggie, Aaron and Ricky from Pixel Game Squad, and a bunch of other people. That was kind of crazy. We really didn't think we belonged at that table at all. So it's kind of strange, but fun. I will say that. I did promote for Megavisions during the time, handed out some issues, and I'm sorry for those when I ran out. I know a couple people had stopped me. I also ran into Bubblin, who's a guy on YouTube that I have followed for a long time and chatted on and off in his videos. He's another guy who picks up a lot of niche stuff. Big Namco fan. He went for a full Neo Geo Pocket Color collection. Love watching his stuff just to see what he picks up. He travels a lot, and he's actually native to St. Louis. So it was finally good to finally meet him. I know in the past we've sort of tried to run into each other, and we never did. So it was kind of funny that this time around, even though the place was packed, it was a smaller area, we managed to actually run into each other. So that was cool. Um, okay, what else? I think that was pretty much the big event other than that. So we'll kind of jump into this. We're going to start off with one of the big ones, which is the Pyra and Mythra amiibos. I managed to find was an impulse buy. GameStop happened to have two of them sitting in the back on the shelf, just sitting there. They're like, yeah, they're spares. We happen to find them in a box. It is kind of bent, you can see here from the sides, but that's okay because I actually plan on opening this and using them on the Xenoblade Chronicle games that I have yet to start. I think 2 and 3 I haven't even begun yet. It's been on my backlog for some time, so hopefully these little figures will work on that and unlock some extra goodies that I normally wouldn't have. And yeah, I don't want any more amiibos, let me tell you. What shocked me most is my local store here for 20 bucks. Looks like somebody had traded in a bunch of import games, so I got the white controller that was hanging there on the wall, which will be great because I do have a white Saturn to go with this. Now I have two of them for Player 1 and Player 2. Probably one of my favorite colored Saturns that I have, aside from the gray one. Of course, you know, America's boring. We just got the plain black one. But I do enjoy the Model 2 controllers, so I'm super happy and surprised that somebody traded this in, and I managed to grab it. It needs a little cleaning, but I think I can do that. And for $20, it's okay. There was also some games. I ended up picking up Sakura Wars 4 on the Dreamcast. One I did not have. I don't think this has been translated just yet. But my goal is to eventually get the Sakura Wars series 1 through 4. I think I have 3 on Dreamcast right now. Basically just missing 1 and 2. And of course, 5 came out on the PlayStation 2 here in the West, called So Long My Love. And then the reboot version that's on PlayStation 4, which I highly recommend. If you have not played a Sakura Wars game, pick that one up. And then some indie games. Of course, we'll do the one from Jog Riggs, is Yaga Beavis 2 for the Dreamcast. Just decided to grab it since it was there. That way I didn't have to pay shipping fees. It's kind of cool. And then Wave Games actually had another sale. They released Rush Rush Rally Reloaded, which is the sequel. This one's a special edition, comes with a soundtrack. It's a game that's much like RC Racer, kind of a top-down racer. I thought it looked really cool. I figured since I didn't have the original, I'll just pick up the sequel. I think this... I don't recall if this had reversible art. I'll have to open up and find out. Otherwise, this is the only one I have. I thought I ordered the American one. I'll have to check that. Maybe they sent me the wrong one. Because this is the only game that I really have in the PAL style. So this is going to really stand out with the rest of my collection. Oh boy. Just realized that. That's going to be interesting. I'll have to check that. And the last game, of course, as I say, the best for last. I got the last release that we know of from East Asia Soft or Play Asia, Jet Set Knights for the PlayStation Vita. Number 524 out of 15 copies available. And once again, I got to experience the anxiety that I had from limited run of trying to get these games and being on there. And of course, they sold out within 2 minutes. I'm so glad that's behind me. Again. Maybe. I hope. I don't know. It's gonna be rough. I'm really hoping there's not another surprise. They dropped that one on Twitter and everybody was freaking out. So, but that's pretty much it. Oh, I did finish the Chibi Card collection from the Guilty Gear series. If you saw my unboxing for the Arc System Works pack or box or whatever they that I ordered from them. I have the full silver set now. I am missing the gold card for Bedman, which you have to spend $100 at the store to even get. And I'm not sure I want to spring for that. And today, of course, they just announced Bridget. So I did jump on the pre-order for the silver and the gold for that one, since those are not special in a sense. I'd be interested to know if they end up releasing another 2 later on this month, which they likely will. And we'll see which characters I get, but super excited about that. I do have a couple extras too, which if I can con somebody who has a gold card into trading, maybe, I don't know. We'll see. Yeah, that's it. So as always, thank you all for watching, and we'll see you next time.